I'm Brenton. And I'm Brandon. And we're here to review Sonic Heroes for Nintendo Gamecube.
If you haven't noticed, our profile name is Gamecube Reviews, and we just want to say this is the start of a bunch of Gamecube reviews. So if you want to listen to us and Gamecube reviews, go ahead and subscribe. Right now, I'm going to explain the movesets for each character on the Sonic team. The rest of the teams pretty much go the same way, the same exact movesets. Tails flies, and he carries the two other characters upwards of the stage, and also attacks flying villains or enemies. Then Knuckles fights the ground ones, and also breaks items with his fists, so you can go further into the story. Sonic has the speed, and he collects the coins. And I don't really like Sonic's character that much because his moves are just so random. Like it doesn't really. He's supposed to target opponents, but then afterwards he just flies wherever you want. Sometimes, like when you go after coins, you might just fall off the stage and just die. He's really random and uncontrollable, and I guess that's just because maybe they meant it that way because of his speed. But it really bothers me sometimes during gameplay.
Features high-speed gameplay and intense team action. Team Dark stages are more difficult and recommended for the intermediate players. Team Rose is recommended for those who are new to action games. Team Chaotic offers a very unique mission-based style of gameplay.
Okay, right here is the beginning video of the Sonic team. And, Sonic's just running by, and Tails comes in his plane. His plane is as fast as Sonic, which isn't Sonic supposed to be the fastest thing alive, and blah, blah, blah. But, what's really dumb is Eggman gives him a note saying about his world domination in 3 days. And this is, if you're the villain, why would you give the main hero, the guy that defeated you so many times, a note of your destruction and your world domination, and challenge him to stop you, And he stopped him many times before. But also, couldn't they just fly to Eggman's, wherever Eggman is instead of running? I mean, the plane was as fast as Sonic, but you would go faster if there was no obstacles in your way and just fly in the sky. But it's a video game, and I guess you gotta do something. What I never got was, if Knuckles could break the stuff with his fists, obviously because of his pointy knuckles at the end, why would he need his friends to hop on his fists and let him punch through rocks using their bodies?
No, I should be asking you the same question since you're my personal boxing glove.
These cannons, for some reason, shoot in different directions depending on what character you choose. Sonic will just go forward normally into the level. Tails usually leads to items and power-ups, and Knuckles leads to, most of the time, to 1-ups or lives. But the thing is, for Knuckles, you have to manually control where the cannon goes, unlike the other two, where it will just automatically blast the character. And some of the abilities in this game are really sort of like pointless for a specific person, like Knuckles. Knuckles is the only character to be able to do the triangle hold that lets you fly up on like giant propellers, like giant fans, which it takes all three of them to do. So why is Knuckles the only one able to do this triangle hold when it takes all three characters? And sort of the same thing with Sonic. Sonic jumps on the walls to get across the gap. But the other two characters follow him, so, why couldn't the other two characters just do that?
Stop your futile. You just make fools of yourself. I think you got that backwards, Doc.
Just like in the old Sonic games, Eggman's in his little hover chair and whatever contraption is the boss. But in the old games, Sonic, his maneuver was just a jump, and you control wherever he jumps at, which made it a little more tricky. But in the new Sonic game, it's you just keep pressing A rapidly, and Sonic will automatically hit whatever is nearby.
Right here's an example of Sonic's uncontrollable gameplay. After hitting Eggman several times, he almost falls into the ocean.
This isn't the end! All right!
this? Oh my god, a giant rock! That's right, Kaiba. A giant rock. I can't believe what I'm seeing. A giant rock! It's a rock and it's giant! Yes, and that's not all. Come over here, Kaiba, and prepare to witness something incredible. Okay, but it's gonna be tough to beat that giant rock. Oh my god, another giant rock!
In my gaming experience of this game, what I have to say the biggest flaw is that there's glitches. The glitches just get worse throughout the story mode. And I talked to several other people saying if maybe it was just my game, but they got the same exact experience too. Later on, loop-de-loops wouldn't work, like cannons wouldn't blast to full length, and the rails would just go wherever. And it just made me stop playing when I used to play back in the day.
Do better.
This is Brinson. I have to give this game a 5 out of 10 because I know it's hard for a video game such as Sonic to become 2D into 3D. But I mean, they didn't even try doing regular Sonic the way it's supposed to be, where you just play as Sonic. They just said, oh, let's just automatically switch the gameplay into like 3 players onto 1 person. And I think that's what people like sort of hated about this game. Not really.
Okay, I sort of disagree with my brother because he's really basing it off the 2D back in the day. I'm basing it off the game itself right here, and I would say the game would be average, like just an average game. I don't see why people would think that this 3D Sonic game was like really high quality. It was pretty average. And even back in the time when I played it, it was all right. It was cool. It had cool graphics, but it was still all right game. With the glitches, should deduct the score. But I'm really going really soft on this game, and I'm just giving it a 7 out of 10 because there's 4 story modes you could play from, and then there's a 2-player mode. That's pretty much it.
It seems like for recent Sonic games, they work more on the theme song than they do with the actual game.
We thank you for watching.
Please comment and subscribe.
Remember, play your GameCube games on the Wii. You have the power.
Nintendo power!